The relationship between producers, consumers, and decomposers make up food chains and food webs, which is what you'll be learning about today at the Independent Station. A food chain shows the path in which nutrients travel. Take a minute and look at the arrows and how they're moving from different organisms in this food chain. What does a producer need in order to make nutrients? Fill that in on your notes. What nutrients does the grasshopper consume? What nutrients does the snake consume? What nutrients does the hawk consume? Because the grasshopper, the snake, and the hawk all consume other organisms, they're called consumers. Decomposers get their nutrients by feeding on any consumer or producer that dies. They feed on dead plants and animals. Then their nutrients travel into the soil, which the grass or any other producer will use during its growth process of photosynthesis. Food webs are a combination of two or more food chains. Take a minute and look at this food web. About how many food chains do you spot in this food web? I see, and I'm already thinking, that they have to start with some sort of plant. Well, I don't see anything green here, so this phytoplankton must be something that lives in the water, because I see fish here. That's kind of like a plant. Okay, so I'm looking for one food chain. I see the phytoplankton goes into the trout, and the trout goes into a human. See if you can find 3 more food chains and write them down on your paper. Pause the video while you look. Now you're going to do Beat the Leap multiple choice practice. Look at number 1, which is also number 1 on your paper. What do decomposers feed on? Whenever you answer multiple choice questions, you always circle those key science words. Go ahead and circle decomposers on your paper. Whenever you circle a vocabulary word, you automatically know you have to write down what it means. So in our video, we already learned that decomposers get nutrients from all these plants or animals when they die. So when I circle decomposers, I'm probably going to write eats dead things. And now I read the answer choices. A, bacteria. I'm not sure if decomposers feed on bacteria, if that's dead or not, so I'm going to put a maybe. B, dead matter. There's that dead word. That sounds good to me, but I know I have to read all answer choices, so I'm going to put a maybe there too. Grasses. Decomposers don't eat grasses. And the sun, decomposers don't use the sun, producers do. So I go back and I circle B because I know that's the best answer. This is the same strategy that I want you to use when you work on the rest of your questions. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to finish numbers 2 through 10. Pause the video here while you work. When you're done, press play. Now that you've finished, you can check your answers. Here's my work from the multiple choice questions that you've completed. If I have something different on my paper than you have, add it to your paper now. If you got an answer wrong, please change the answer and make it correct. Press pause while you work. Here are the answers for numbers 6 through 10. Again, make sure you add anything that I have on my paper to your paper now. When you're done, you can get on Quizlet if you have extra time and work on any vocabulary words that you still need to practice.